Hello everybody and welcome to episode 90 of the Hardcore Vanilla series. And in today's screamers from the previous episode were really trying to dig their way to me, huh? They really don't like me spending the nights digging. But too bad for them, that's how we progress. Eventually here, they're going to dig up so much of the ground that the entire floor is going to be made of blocks. If we hit a point like that, I'll simply upgrade all of it to steel, because that's what you should do. Speaking of steel, I need to place a door back down. That's awkward. Left the house all exposed. Sorry about that, Jimmy. Didn't mean to impede on your privacy. Now the neighbors can't come a-peeking. Is everything else all repaired and placed and taken care of? Yes. Good. And checking my inventory, it looks like I already dumped the iron from the previous episode into the forges. Which means one of the few things we still need to do is do the do, collect the do, become the do. There. 57 waters, which I will be putting inside of this chest for now. Actually, you know what, I'll grab some I'll grab some bones to make glue to then make duct tape. Might as well make the best of the resources while I have them. Damn, I am loaded up on cloth anyway, so it seems like it's a good idea to do so. It's a couple thousand duct tape right there and here. There's all the bones, and the water is right in here. Just gonna hit take all, because it's easier that way. Then which one's cooking glue? The first one? Sure. This is our glue bench. 114, and I still have plenty of bones. Plenty. Which I'll put in this chest. Ooh, screamer, where? I hear you. Making a real stink out there, huh? Oh yeah? You had to get that lick in before it was, all said and done. She was out here beating this target thing just like the rest of them do. They're just getting a couple practice swings in before they get to me, I guess. Which is A-okay. Now that we have all this glue, let's go ahead and grab some cloth out. I don't think I need anywhere near as much as I just took. At least I'm assuming. Duct tape, craft away. Yeah, I didn't need anywhere near that much. Woohoo. Trader Joel's is open. Let's get our learning elixirs. This is the day before Horde Night. So, I am vaguely concerned. I need to spend as much of this day as possible upgrading and filling anything in that needs to be filled in. I don't think I need all the steel on me. Probably not. At least I assume I don't need this much. Steel, cobblestone, I need some electric. I'll take the wire tool. We haven't really used the dart traps much because nothing's gotten past the pit. Let's see. Where are my electric traps? I know. There we go. 66 of them. That seems perfectly sensible. While we're at it, I did in fact craft a battery bank. Now I understand that they use these lead batteries. I believe 6 of them is what it would take. I'm about to find out exactly how this works. If I remember correctly, the lead batteries actually lose durability, which you can see here. They have a bar underneath them, just like my guns and those kind of things. Once the durability runs out, I don't know how you recharge the batteries. I'm curious. And I'm going to find out, and I suppose you're going to find out with me, if you don't already know. There is still some minor repair work to be done, which is why I grabbed all of that steel. I can't think of too much else to add to this to make it tougher, stronger, apart from blade traps, which are going to be filling this middle area. I was also thinking that I could... typically I would have blade traps in the middle here, but I could also set blade traps up on the walls. So the zombies will also be getting whacked in the head while they're going alongside the blade traps in the middle. Which this battery bank could be the thing that's going toward that. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. I can't think of much else to do with said battery bank. I don't have any particularly bright ideas. I think all the way up until day 100, well, 105 technically, I'm just going to be rocking this birdcage and then retreat into the maw of her royal girthiness. I have yet to see such a level of danger that couldn't be handled by these two things combined. And at least in my experience, in terms of vanilla, it doesn't really get any more dangerous than what we've already seen, which is demolishers. We might just start getting more of them, which is only a problem for the pit. And as long as they're still capable of pathing from the pit up here into the maw, I'll be perfectly fine. Is this all repaired? Such small amounts of damage that it's irrelevant. But from the maw, I can simply prioritize shooting. I can simply prioritize shooting the demolishers so they can't go boom boom. You don't want demolishers going boom boom after all. I could have just brought my steel and started upgrading the crap out of this. It wouldn't hurt. I'll finish my repair job here, and then most likely come back with more steel, and start working on the process of upgrading the entire pit to steel. Might as well give it more durability, less odds of falling apart. Luckily, the pit is indeed a secondary function of her royal girthiness. So long as I have the maw, I should be fine. That relies more on the electric traps than anything. And even if that runs out, I have quite a bit of survivability on my own. As long as I'm not getting spat at a million times, I should have more than enough health to simply run for most of the Horde night. Obviously assuming I don't get on any vehicles or anything. That usually doesn't end well. The Fun Pimps have made it very clear that they don't want you getting on vehicles to run for the Horde night because you get attacked by 1,000 birds. Birds that are oddly bigger than the normal ones. Uncomfortably bigger. Surprised they don't use those birds as a generic tool for Horde nights. Because the standard birds I've literally just been held off by singular blocks above my head. Barely doing anything, barely taking damage. We could even take a peek to see how much they've done in the last 2 Horde nights. I'm sure it's not much. Let's see, I've repaired the floor, it appears, and the wall is more or less done. Just need to finish up these cement repairs, which I have more of that being crafted in the base as well. Most of that is probably going to go toward, since I don't need thousands upon thousands of cement to repair this kind of damage. Most of that is likely going to go towards whenever I decide to extend this into something else. For instance, if I really wanted to, I could extend this out a handful of... Oh, that's damaged. Fix that and that. I could extend this out another, say, 3 or 4 blocks. Probably 4 or 5, actually. And then make a second pit with a second bird cage above it. And I could just keep doing that. And worst case scenario, I would just have to start adding extra walls if the zombies start to think that going through multiple pits isn't worth it compared to beating down the walls. I just have to make the walls healthy enough that, well, they don't believe that anymore. That's all it is. The AI is simply designed around what the zombies believe is the easiest path. I don't know who gave them their engineering degrees, but we simply make do with what we have. It seems as though we're more or less done here. I suppose I should take a look at the outside walls. Make sure there's nothing awry, no particular portions that they seem to be beating through. Because they could be. They caught me off guard during the first night of the pit, so I shouldn't put it past them to do it again. It seems like they're occasionally hitting blocks in the middle on this side, which is confusing and unusual to say the least. But that's about it. That's all they've done. And this block. And that one. I think that might just be spit. Stray cop spit, because they have terrible aim. Seems likely. Now, I have electric... Oh, right. I have more to do here, don't I? Suppose it's not a terrible idea to upgrade all of this to concrete at this point. Or steel. I do have the steel required. Or at least most of it. We'll get this wall minimally. I don't want them to ever think that they should come through here and start messing with my electric fence traps like they did when the demolishers went crazy. That was a mistake and a half. Definitely a huge mistake. What do we have, 4 more walls? And it looks like we have 2,300 more steel. So, shouldn't have to worry about that for quite some time. And now that I've beaten out the ladders here, they shouldn't think that this is a path anyway. Hopefully. Just gotta take a peek at the floor, make sure they haven't done too much damage to this. Most of the damage was basically just done to this cobblestone pillar, and I think that was from one of the demolisher explosions. No promises. I think there was a couple cops that blew up from me not killing them in one shot as well. There's a lot of things that went wrong very quickly. Relatively out of my control. But still due to my own errors. Undeniably. Can't blame all of my problems on the devs after all. Well, let's go ahead and get this filled in and upgraded. I think minimally I'm going to at least set this wall up to be concrete. It makes sense to me, in case anything like this ever happens again. We'll make this one out of steel. Literally anything to incentivize them to just ignore this portion of my base. Since this is where a lot of the murder, death, kill power of the pit comes from, I don't want them to think that it's even vaguely viable to come through here. And honestly, there shouldn't be a reason for them to think so at all. Now that we've done that, I do need to extend this way a little bit. Because I need to make room for this generator. And yes, this room is just going to continually be piled with generators. Most likely it's going to be pushed back at some point, and I'll move the generators, but I don't want to have to rewire too much, so it's not happening right now. Since Horde Night is tomorrow, I can't dilly-dally too much. Well, let's push it out, what, 1, 2 more? Match it up with the blocks above, maybe? Sure, this seems good, right? What's this? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and pretend that never happened. And extend out this way a bit. Try to match up the dirt with the wall here. and then fill it in. Symmetry is everything when you're doing this kind of thing. At least for me, it allows me to keep my brain more oriented around what I've built, make everything square. Symmetrical, at least. Even if you make a pyramid, as long as it's not uneven, it seems to be easier to remember, at least for me, how it was built, how to do it again, and what purpose it serves. Or that could just be autism. Hell if I know. But I will save you the trouble of sitting through this, and I'll be right back after a little bit of chronomancy. I'll see you when this little room is done. And there we have it. A nice little safe room for our generators. Granted, it could be a little bit safer. Actually, it's not a bad idea to upgrade this part to steel. But this should be more than enough to keep the demolishers from accidentally blowing up the entire generator room. And at some point, of course, I'm going to be putting a vault door here as well, just like I had here. Speaking of which, I should probably begin that process. Yes, I will. I'm going to start crafting more of these doors. What? Did I miss something? Oh, I didn't repair some of what was in here. That's not good. I don't want this room falling apart either. Actually, if the inside of this is upgraded to steel, then the inside of the other room should be upgraded to steel as well. Might as well finish up the upgrading process over here, and then we'll go start the crafting process for more steel doors. Or vault doors. Are they called vault doors or steel doors in this? I'm not sure. Either way, actually, replacing these might be difficult with the fact that I'm upgrading them to steel. Last time I had to punch holes through the walls. Otherwise the wires began to snap. We don't want the wires to snap. And I'd also really prefer not to have to punch through steel blocks in order to finish up the building process. That's for certain. Well, I guess we'll just hope that we don't have to. Anyways, let's begin that steel vault building process. And while we're at it, we can take a peek at this wall and see if they're doing any shenanigans over here. So far, I'm really not seeing much in terms of damage. This is the spot that they had previously punched through, and it seems as though they really don't think of this as an entry point anymore, which is, well, good. Well, not just good, great. The last thing we need is, oh, see that screamer over there? Just staring into that wall. Now she's dead. Hooray. Oh, crap. Get away from my door. Anybody else? Oh, she was starting to get right through that thing, huh? Oh, I hear another one.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, does she look darker than normal? Like more tattered and dirty? Am I tripping? Oh, maybe it's because my headlight wasn't on. Oh, there's another one. Uh-oh. I shot this one, but another one screamed. Where is she? Punching another hole in the ground, are we? Why? What the You too? What are you doing? What is wrong with these things? They really want to make their way into my forge room. It's not cool. It's really not cool. Can I hit her from here? No? Come on. Come on, just reach the... There we go. Oh, goodness. Having 15 forges might have more problems to it than I thought. Minimally, let's upgrade these to cobblestone. Really stop the zombies from thinking they can get through there. Oh, jeez. I didn't think that it would escalate like this. Oh, I can't even upgrade any more to cobblestone, can I? Nope, we'll just stick with wood. I hope that works. Damn. These screamers really hate those forges. It's kind of funny, actually, because, you know, they're supposed to be trying to kill me, not my equipment, but hey, what do I know? One thing I do know is that I'd like to stop all of that from happening. Oh god, was that another one? It sure was. Dead. Easy peasy. I would like... I heard a can get shaken around. Was that me? Did I step on something? Starting to get paranoid. Gonna need more cobblestone. And while I'm at it, I should grab some blade traps. Where are they? Blade trap. I think they're at the horde base, so I can just grab them there. However, I think I can stop the zombies from thinking that it is viable to come down here to my forges if I reinforce the walls. Maybe that would be a... Well, not just the walls, mostly the roof and the walls. As an example, what I would have to do is let's punch through here. Essentially take blocks like that and then upgrade them to at least cement. And then the zombies wouldn't see this as a viable path. They would think instead that they have to punch their way through my walls and then come through this door. I would much prefer that than them putting random holes in the area. I'll do all of that later. Today is Horde Day. Well, the day before Horde Day, that is. And I'd really rather not get caught with my pants down, because I am not very attentive to these kind of things. There have been many times in the past when I was playing by myself where I simply forgot that the Horde Day was a thing at all, and got lost in the sauce digging underground. Then you hear that ominous ring-ding-dong of the blood moon happening, and then you're done for. Door. Where is the steel door? Oh, there's a steel cellar door. Interesting. We just want a normal one. Mechanical parts and springs. That's doable. We'll just craft a couple of them. Why not? Wow, I've been really going hard on these mechanical parts. I have a lot. We will craft 10 steel doors. Why not? You've already got a massive vault, so it just makes sense to me. Let's put that stuff away, the stone and the clay from that little escapade. Grab out more of the steel because I think I will actually need it, since I'm going to upgrade the pit as much as I can. Keep some here in case I need it for crafting.
My senses have picked up something.
Oh god, another one. See you later, lady. Yeah, those things look much uglier once I have the headlight off. Should become much grungier, I guess would be the phrasing for it. Yeah, grungier. I've got my electric fence traps. Let's grab some blade traps and see how this battery bank works. And if it's good, I might have to craft more, make it a standard for the base. Damn, is that... This entire chest is just 9 mil. I guess it's for the turrets. No, where are... There they are. It's a lot of blade traps. I'll grab some switches in case I need them as well. Keep one in there. Same thing goes for the blade traps. Oh, I have more than I thought. If I hit sort here, I have 22, plus the 10 that I picked up. Yeesh. Suppose if I have to repair, I'm going to want the electrical parts. I should have brought more of those to the base. And forged iron. Shouldn't need any more than this. Although I'm quite certain none of the zombies actually got to this point. I'll take a peek at these. Oh, some of these actually did take damage. That's surprising. I guess a couple stragglers must have made their way in. Either that or this is damages from the previous Horde Night. Could be the previous Horde Night. I don't think I've walked myself into them, recently at least. So, it wasn't me, I swear. Oh, I'm going to want to put the wiring tool on my hotbar so I can actually see what's going on here. These are connected, but not powered, which is fine. There is a switch below. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yes, there's a couple lacking here. 3, I believe. Where are they? Right here. 1, 2. Now I gotta do this janky upside down thing. Maybe? I don't know if it's... Am I supposed to do that with this one? Well, we'll try. Right here. Yep. It still works. Like a charm. So we go from this switch to these. I believe this is how it was set up. At least I assume. Since these are further toward these doors, I'm hoping they can actually reach. Crap. They might not. Oh, no. No, it's just a little too... Oh, man. I don't think I can make this reach. I don't think it's gonna work. I wonder how I can fix this. Oh, not by hitting escape, that's for sure. How can I fix this? I guess I could... You know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put more traps on this particular area. It's a neat little empty spot. Do this. Oh, that didn't work because it had nothing to attach to. I guess that makes sense. Let's take this out. Back to simple rotations. Robot, move, please. Get out of my way. There you go. Good little robot. Set this up. Suppose we should have one underneath this switch, just like the rest. There we go. Now back to the simple. Yet again, the robot is in my way. This way, robot. Come here. It would be an absolute shame if you were to run into all these electric wires while they were on, wouldn't it, robot? Wouldn't it? Now, I think I can daisy chain them, potentially, from this spot. What, it starts over here? Is this one connected to anything? No? What the? Oh. Okay, we'll do this. Now, yes, see, I can't reach from there, but if I connect to a further wire, maybe, right around... No, damn. I might actually have to punch through some of this steel. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Let's see exactly how much health a steel block has. Hoo boy. A lot is the answer. It is a whole lot. Oh man. But if I want these wire traps to work, I'm going to have to do it. Because I don't think... Well, you know what? I could just ignore these ones and go for closer ones. So we'll do that. Or, even better, connect this to... Okay, the wire stops about here. Oop. Let's see if I can't finagle my way halfway inside this door. There we go. Connect there. Yeah. Yeah, the jankiness ensues. Now this one is connected diagonally over this way. Hooray. Set up some more of these. Probably not do the upside down ones so I can walk behind this particular lineup. Actually, you know what? Even better. I will pick these up, if I can, Wait, why can't I pick these up? What? Hold on. Oh no. Wait. If I can't pick those up, does that mean that what, did my land claim bowl get wasted? No? If I could always pick up the electric traps. What? What? Hold on. Let me see if I can just place another land claim. Land claim block. All it takes is some stone. I can get stone. Stone is easy. There. Stone. That will drop the rest. So that takes 25 seconds. Ugh, gross. But I remember being able to pick these up. You usually just walk up and hit E. I mean, I could just leave them there and put more in front of them, but what the heck? Since I'm stuck here waiting anyway. Oh, well, I guess it didn't take as long as I thought. The land claim block will go in the corner over here. It's supposed to have a lot of health anyway. What? Why? Wait, hold on. Oh, right. I had to put it in a bowl because it's too close to the trader. So maybe I can put it in the generator room. I think I could if I just dig this way a little bit. Maybe about 3 blocks out. Then dig this way. Another 3 blocks or so. Can I? I can. Look at me. Now, can I pick these up? I can. So they were just out of range of the claim. So, I'm going to take the time to pick these up and slide them forward 1 block. I don't mind putting them against the wall. Shouldn't be an issue. If the demolishers can do enough explosive damage to punch through, what is this? 1, 2 steel blocks, then we have a bit of an issue. If they can punch through all that and break my electric wire traps, robot move. Man, this thing. What a pain in the ass. All for some extra inventory space. Anyway. I've just got a little tunnel. I never build around the concept of having to put the land claim blocks down. Okay, what was I doing? Like, actually, what was I doing? Since I can't punch through, or I don't want to punch through these walls, I'm going to create a bunch of diagonal mishmash, paddywhack, give a wire a shock traps over here, just between all of these, whichever ones can reach. But I don't want to mess with the generators here, so it's time to put down the generator bank, or the battery bank, I mean, like so. What is this? Open, switch on, off. It doesn't take any any gasoline. It has 300 output, just like the other one. Interesting. So how do you restore the battery power? Nobody knows. At least not me. Okay, I can't connect this fence to anything, I don't think. I'll try, but it doesn't seem realistic to do so. No. So instead, I'm just going to pick this one back up, leave it as is. You know, I could, maybe, we'll wait. This switch can stay as is. We need one more switch, probably just right up here near the door. And this one is going to power the electrical traps and the blade traps that are going to be in this general area. Oh dear, my frame rate. I don't know what's happening, but it may be a wandering horde. It's the only reason I can think of why my frame rate would suddenly get hitched like that. Okay, let's see what we can do with the furthest one. Try to grab it from here. Can we walk into the room? Oh, yes, we can. We can reach. So we can connect that to these empty ones. Oh, here's a good question. Can we connect one electric fence to multiple partners? Let's try it with this one. Ooh, we can. Interesting. Very interesting. So now I can connect this one to this trap. All right, we've got something happening here. It's looking messy. I don't like the fact that the wires aren't all lined up properly, but hey, as long as it works. Start doing the same thing over here. 2, 3, 3 blocks in. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Well, it's not perfectly lined up, but it'll do. From what I understand, the way this works is that these ones that are being fed power will never take damage. However, anytime these wires are run into, any of the
Master, we are not alone.
zombies will come to irritate you when you're explaining. Any of the wire traps that those parent ones are connected to, like this and that, which are connected to the one that I just talked about, these will take damage when a zombie walks into them. Guys, I'm busy. Yeah, wandering horde. I guess that's what that lag hitch was. At least it wasn't a screamer. Damn screamers. Is he dead? Yeah? Okay. Very small wandering horde. I'd like to edit the XMLs to make the wandering hordes just hundreds of zombies. Make it like its own little extinction event. But yes, these ones that are being given the power are not damaged. The ones that they link to, however, are. And I think any extras that you link them to also take damage. So for instance, this is one of the ones that's taking damage. If I were to link this wire fence to this one, I think if they run into this first, electric wire, then both of them will be damaged, but I'm not entirely certain. I haven't figured out 100% how it works. And I also don't care. I usually just overload them and call it good.
My senses have picked up something.
That's great, Shirley. Sensors are always picking up things when I'm busy, or trying to narrate or explain something. 2 more. Are you 2 just late to the party? Is there more wandering horde this way? No, just a couple confused nurses, like you do. I guess I'll just call these electric fences done for now. Now I will link this battery bank to this switch. And the switch goes to these. So now, if I turn this on, it says it's taking 1 watt. That's perfectly fine. 1 watt is just fine. Now if I activate this, these are all on. One of them is making noises, though. Oh, there's a busted one. Oh, I don't think I repaired these during the Horde Night. Nope, I sure didn't. Let me fix that up. They probably took quite a bit of damage. Not really from the demolishers, but just in general. Although, it's actually looking like, weirdly enough... Huh, okay. So they stopped taking damage about halfway through the pit. So the zombies really didn't get that far. They just broke all the traps up until that point. Which, hey, whatever. That's fine. Now that those are hooked up, I suppose I should check. Turning this on, it is taking a total of 66 watts. That's nothing. Baby mode. It's a nice little empty spot right here, but that's fine. Now, the only thing left to do is set up the blade traps, which I'm planning on setting up quite a few more than normal. We're going to have our standard 3 here, but I'm going to set up a 4th and a 5th in this row. Now this alone is going to be 100 watts, so I'm going to have to pay close attention to how much is being used by all this. But I also plan on setting some up inside here. So on these walls, if I set them up like this, sideways, then if I'm... Here, I'll just put one down, like this. If I'm a zombie, I see that there's a blade trap here. I don't know if you've noticed in the previous episodes, but they try to run beside the blade traps instead of over them. So, they'll be at the entrance of the pit like this and go, oh, there's blocks in a line this way. The fastest way to the player, our survivor, is down here to the right or the left. So they'll run through here, and their legs are getting chopped up, made mincemeat by the usual blade traps, and then their head will also be getting chopped up by the blade traps up here. Granted, these are just extra fodder, not really relevant in the grand scheme, but it'll still be nice to watch them get their heads lobbed off. So, let's go ahead and set these up on the wall, on both sides. And now it's a true blender. I actually have to grab more blade traps, placing down quite a few more than I expected. Get my headlamp on, grab another stack. There. Now the only difficult part of this, let's just look at it. Beautiful. That's a lot of blade traps. But hey, they'll probably get taken out by like one spitting cop. Not as ludicrous as it seems. But the difficult part is actually going to be fueling these things. Let's see, turn this on. 188 watts being used up by this generator. So, what is this generator even doing? Now I'm curious. Virtually nothing. So this one is connected to the switch back there. I'm going to set up another switch next to this one that is exclusively going to go from this generator to this switch, and then from this switch to the absolutely insane amount of blade traps out here, starting from the earliest. Oh, I did an oopsie. I just set one of them straight up to the blade, or straight up to the generator and set it to the switch. You stop that right now. Stop your spinning. Okay, it did. It started going for a little while after that, and it had me a bit concerned. Okay, I think that covers this entire area, although it's going to be difficult to check. Let's see if I can get through these electric traps, maybe. Okay, these aren't active. Goody. What? What in the what? Something is happening over there. Oh, there was a zombie somewhere, and it got minced. Let's see, are they all active? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle, 5 on the wall, and... oh, sorry, 4 on the wall on the right, and 4 on the wall on the left. So, we're good. Fall right down here. Alright, Evel Knievel. It's not like you're playing hardcore. That is fully functional. This one, I believe, is just powering the electric traps, which is fine. It goes from here to there, and then powers all of that. Good. And we have the battery bank. If I turn this on, it's using only 66 watts. I could set up more blade traps, but I'm not sure where I would put them. I'm really not certain. One thing is for certain, and that's that I have to go get that steel door. I don't want to leave that area exposed. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. How many more screamers? 4. I hope they didn't dig any holes.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
5. Uh-oh, one of them screamed. Question is where? Hey. 6. 7. Is that it? Are we done?
How may I assist you?
Get out of my way. That's how you can... 8 screamers so far, and I bet there's one digging a hole somewhere. It's kind of what they do. They punched a hole through my wall. How rude of them. Damn screamers. Who do you think you are? Oh no, now I need to check below. Accidental bar? No holes, no damage, no anything. Good. That's a plus. Wait, what about the doors? Look at the doors. Nothing. Okay. Yes, I think if I keep a direct path open to those, then they'll beat their way into the house and then decide instead to walk around inside here with Jimmy, who entertains my guests until I get here. At least that's how it seems to be. We'll just take one steel door. That's all we need for the base. What could we use all this concrete for? I wonder. What kind of disaster piece could we create? Suppose it's not a bad idea to check on the glue. How does it do? It's all done. Awesome. We'll turn that into duct tape. And those 3 stacks should take care of it. Duct tape. 75? What? Oh, I need more cloth. That's what the pisc chest is for. Bada bing, all done. Alright, so that's another 100 or so duct tape being crafted. It does make me curious. I think I looked at it in a previous episode, but I didn't really pay attention because it looked expensive. Rocket frags. It takes buckshot, which... let's see how much buckshot I have. Oh, a couple thousand, I guess. I would need, comfortably... Listen, I don't like crafting things like this until I can make about 1,000 of them, because I'm going to shoot through it and forget that it's even an exhaustible resource. Rocket casings are the easiest part. You can basically ignore that because it's just iron and clay. Big whoop-dee. The buckshot is lead, which is a surprisingly difficult resource to come across. Gunpowder, more or less taken care of. And if I have to, I can go get more. Duct tape and gas. It's very expensive, honestly. Wow. Very expensive. I mean, I have 6 of them. That's something. You know what? I think I like my exploding arrows better. Yeah, I do. What did I come here for? I forgot. I did in fact forget. I'm gonna have to head back to the base to find out. I have all of the traps set up. Oh, right. I just wanted a steel door, which I got. Hooray. Oh, where's this one placed? On the inside. I could have 2 steel doors on each bit, but that's not really necessary. What is necessary is for this damn robot to move. There we go. Taking a peek here. Yes, there
Ready
is.
for duty.
Robot, if you could just get out of my way. It's great, sort of, for the inventory. That's pretty much it. That's its entire purpose for me. Well, now the most important thing is to make sure that all of these are fully refueled. This thing seems to be perfectly fine. Suppose I should turn it off to match the rest for now. Just trying to make sure that the base is very ready for Horde Night. Every time I have a little fiasco like that, it makes me... That's weirdly uneven. Every time I have a little fiasco like that, it makes me very uncomfortable, and I get paranoid. Makes me wonder if I'm accidentally living on the edge by forgetting certain things in my base. This is fine. This is fine. Good. Hip hip hooray. There isn't too much time left in the day. Actually, I am curious exactly how much damage has been done to my roof. So far, we have a little bit over here, very negligible, to one of the several layers of cobblestone. I need to make these birds pose a little bit more of a threat if they're ever going to be of any kind of consequence. Because, well, they're just not. They don't do enough. They're not dangerous enough. Oops, accidental cement. 3 layers of cobblestone is all it's taken basically since the start of the series to completely resist any bird problems. And even with that, 1 layer appears to have been enough because the damages they're doing are completely irrelevant. And then even if they bust through, they don't do enough damage to matter. Most of the damage that's done to the bars and such up here is actually from the cop spitting that goes on during the Horde Night, because I'm standing right down there on that little pillar beam bridge. And they spend most of the night just spewing at me, spitting those hot cop bars. That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. And even this isn't so bad. Just a little bit of damage to some concrete, easy repairs, almost entirely negligible. Even if the cops did manage to spit enough to punch a hole through my little concrete ceiling here, it wouldn't really matter because, what, 1 or 2 birds come flying in and then I shoot them down. Now granted, I wouldn't say to make the birds as annoying or dangerous as, let's say, the succubus in Darkness Falls, because that is obnoxious, honestly. Way too much health. But something a little bit bigger, a little bit more dangerous wouldn't hurt. Is this mostly done with repairs? I think so. I think I've gotten the majority of it. I have indeed. Hooray. Oh, I didn't even realize what time it was. That was the morning ring-a-ding-dong. And with it, the end of episode 90. Motions. Oh, right, this is my turrets. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode. But for now, goodbye.